Yo, what is up, guys? It's Syrup here, delivering the top 3 tech news daily from Monday to Friday. Now, if you guys want to quickly keep up to date on the tech industry without reading a bunch of random articles, just subscribe to my YouTube channel and I'll keep you guys updated. So, our first story comes from Apple and Google. On Wednesday, Apple and Google rolled out their support for the coronavirus exposure notification system. This new technology allows users to be notified if they had potential contact with someone who has tested positive with coronavirus. The notified users can then decide whether or not to get tested or to self-isolate. No sensitive data ever leaves the phone without the user's express permission. Now, the companies have pledged not to collect any data from the framework or monetize it, and in the end, they intend to shut the system down once the public health crisis has just passed. The companies plan to eventually build the system directly into Android and iOS, but that's still several months away. Today's update simply just opens the door for public health apps to use the framework. So far, 3 US states have come forward to announce projects that are in development using the framework. Now, our next story comes from Twitter. Twitter just announced today that they've begun testing a new setting that limits who can reply to a user's tweet. Now, similar to Facebook's post view settings, the feature displays a small glove icon in the corner where tapping on it will bring up a who can reply window. From that point, users can then pick from one of the following 3 options: everyone, people you follow, and only people you mention. Currently, only a small limited group can use the feature right now. However, everyone with the Twitter account can view the altered conversation. Since it's currently in testing mode, it's not guaranteed that this will become a universal feature. Twitter states that the design is meant to quote-unquote give people more opportunities to weigh in while still giving people control over the conversations they start. Director of Product Management at Twitter, Suzanne C., has mentioned that one of Twitter's biggest benefits and downside is its openness relative to other platforms like Facebook. Anyone could reply directly to the tweet, but that might not always be ideal to the sender. Right now, replies could devolve into a sea of hate comments, regardless of subject matter. Until now, the only way to limit them was to block an account. It'd be interesting to see if Twitter releases this feature to all their users in the future. Now, our last news comes from Joe Rogan and Spotify. Joe Rogan has decided to take his podcast exclusively only on Spotify. The licensing deal was estimated to be worth more than $100 million, according to a person familiar with the matter. Being launched in 2009, the Joe Rogan Experience has built a huge fan base discussing wide-ranging topics such as neuroscience, sports, health, comedy, and culture. His show has constantly ranked as the top of the Apple's podcast ranking, sitting at number 2 on Tuesday. Joe Rogan has so far restricted deploying his podcast on Spotify, stating that the streaming service doesn't pay enough and that he makes way more through YouTube. Right now, however, his full library, dating back 11 years, is to hit the service on September 1st and become only exclusive to Spotify after that, before the end of the year. The videos of the podcast will also appear on Spotify and no longer be on YouTube. Joe Rogan has stated, quote-unquote, "We're going to be working with the same crew doing the exact same show. The only difference will be it will now be available on the largest audio platform in the world." He also assured fans the podcast will still be available free on both Spotify's ad-supported and premium tiers. Now, that is it for the video today. You could check out more about these stories down in the description below. If you enjoyed it, leave a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. I'll be uploading daily from Monday to Friday, updating you guys on the latest tech news. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.